Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, the honorable judges, and my beloved viewers. I am Lena Valentine and I'm from SMP Islam Jember. This is such a great experience to be on this speech competition. I would like to deliver a speech about how to develop a reading habit and stick to it. Most of us would like to read more books, which means establishing a consistent reading habit. But like starting and keeping up with any new habit, becoming a regular reader can be difficult. Well, I'm not going to reiterate the benefits of reading books. You know what you gain from reading, but you have a hard time building the habit. Here are some tips I recommend you to develop a reading habit and stick to it. The first is, start with your favorite subject. If you pick up a bestseller as your first book, you will almost certainly fail to understand why it turned so famous. The chances of you reading more than 50 pages are unlikely. Even if you do, you will not need a very long time. After completing the book, you ask yourself, if a best-selling book could only impress me so little, how will the other books fare? Instead, pick up a book from the topic you like. If you love sport, pick a biography of your favorite sportsman. If you are into psychology, pick a book that covers a topic you like. If you like science, pick a book that piques your interest. If you pick a book that you can relate to, you will breeze through the pages one by one. The second is, set aside time for reading. If you don't make reading a habit, you will not persist with it for long. Set aside a small amount of time which doesn't demand too much of your schedule. You can start with 10 minutes a day. Feel free to skip the weekends if you want to. As much as possible, try to stick to the same time every day. Since 10 minutes is all you need, you won't have to change anything to accommodate your new habit. The third is, read thinner book when you start. When you pick a thick book, you encounter mental block. Oh my gosh, I need to flip those many pages to finish the book, you tell yourself as you slide the book back into the drawer. Choosing a thinner book gives you a psychological edge, because you know the effort required is lesser. Completing a not so great 150 page is better than opting for a 450-page monster that you will never finish. The next tips is, target pages per day. When you plan to read a book, you hold it across, check the thickness, and place it back on the shelf. The thought of reading those many pages seems like an uphill task. By reading 10 pages a day, completing book would take wherever you think. Do you know how many books would you finish if you read 10 pages a day? Most people can easily read 10 pages in half an hour. An average personal development book consists of 200 pages. At that reading pace, you will gobble up 18 books in a year, and in 3 years, with over 50 books under your belt, your knowledge and awareness will skyrocket. The last tip is, cut a small portion out of your useless activity. The most common excuse people make for not reading is, I have such a hectic schedule, I cannot find any time whatsoever to read every day. Do you scroll through your Instagram feeds many times a day? Do you watch a few YouTube videos? Do you sit on the couch watching one episode on Netflix after another? If you do, you still have time. Each one of us has an outlet where we waste time in some shape. The idea isn't to stop such habits altogether. After all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. In conclusion, learning how to develop a reading habit is a great investment of time. Most successful people acknowledge how their reading habits added value throughout their careers. Now, That doesn't mean that reading alone will make you a billionaire, but it does assist you in becoming a better version of yourself. Most people give up reading the day they step out of college. Without reading, you will take a long time to improve yourself. Reading speeds up your expertise and knowledge. Among the two people with the same years of experience in a field, the one who read more tends to have an edge. So, cultivating the habit of reading isn't that hard. All you need is the will to begin. That's all of my speech. I hope you enjoyed it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.